Hello everyone, my name is Leandro. I'm an international student. I'm from Brazil and I major in international relations here at Green River College. I have lived on campus, on the campus corner apartments, but recently I just moved out to a host family and I've been there ever since. When I first got here, I started to talk with a lot of people and mostly what improved my skills in English were to try to approach Americans. I wanted to hang out with people that were not going to speak Spanish or Portuguese, so I tried to make my group as diverse as I could, and that's what helped me to thrive in English. International programs was really helpful to all of international students. I felt really supported with them because they provided us insights of how our journey at Green River would be, what classes we would take, who were our advisors, and also they provided a lot of opportunities for us to meet, with other students who were, who didn't have anyone, and that's the time on the orientation week we really took the best advantage of the college because we got to know everything here, and also we had the core trip, which put us together. To know more about everyone here. My advice would be to be outgoing and not to be afraid of approaching them, because one thing I learned is that they are as afraid as you are to approach them. So just be yourself and don't be super shy, and just start talking about anything randomly, even if it's about the quadratic formula in mathematics. Or anything else, and I'm pretty sure you will make a lot of American friends if you know just how to approach them. I would definitely say that the Math Learning Center and the Writing Center have helped me tremendously, because when I first took my WALMAT placement test, I failed. And then I went there, I had my tutors, whom are students as well. And the Writing Center for my English classes really supported me in ways that I couldn't go through on my own. So I really feel these resources, also the library, you can spend your afternoon there doing a lot of stuff, a lot of workshops happen there. There is the public center, and all of these places are made to improve your abilities in such classes, and you learn more as a student.
Hi, my name is Rushil Sharma. I'm from the Netherlands and I'm of Indian origin. I'm here to study anthropology. Initially, when I came to Green River, I stayed at CCA, that's the Campus Corner Apartments. It was great for my first quarter since I made a lot of friends, especially with my housemates. It was super close to school. I remember when I first came here, my class started at 10 a.m. I woke up at 9:55 and I still made it in time. Later on, however, I chose to move out to a nearby house where I live currently with some of my other friends, and it's only 8 minutes away from the main campus. Luckily, I didn't make any friends who belonged from India or the Netherlands, so by default I had to speak in English with all of my international friends. I also made friends with a lot of Americans, and so I barely spoke in any other language except for English. My sister studied at a four-year university, and when I was 17 years old, I went to go drop her, and I was with her during the whole orientation. And unfortunately, they didn't have a separate international programs office, so I was very afraid when I came to Green River that I won't have any different resources than compared to the other local students. However, the IP is almost like my family. My advisor, she not only guides me with my courses, but if I've had a tough time or I'm struggling with communicating with a teacher, she always gives me great advice, and it's been beneficial for me throughout my time here in Green River. I'm part of this club which focuses on breaching the barriers between local and international students, and my best advice would be to be involved on campus, to participate in sports teams, in clubs, and I also took a dramatics class in which 90% of the students were domestic. And they're just like any other student, and they're as afraid to approach you as you are. So you should always take the first step. We have many GRC resources. However, I personally like the Public Speaking Center because I took a public speaking class and I didn't really do well. In the Public Speaking Center, my actual teacher went over the speech with me and taught me how I could improve it. The Public Speaking Center not only helped me for that class, but throughout all of my classes, since most of them do, almost every course at GRC requires you to do a speech. I like the GRC Public Speaking Center because I was taking a public speaking class and my actual teacher is also the person who helps you in the center. She went over my speech, which I had to take the very next day, and even after the class was over, I kept on going there and I improved my public speaking skills.
My name is Kim Siang Yu, but people call me by the name Tim. I'm from Malaysia and I'm currently majoring in finance in Green River College. I've lived in Campus Corner apartment, which is near the campus, and so far for me there's no issue living there. They basically have all of the facility that I needed to live in the place, and I have really awesome roommates, 2 Americans and 1 Vietnamese. They taught me a lot of stuff when I was here, especially learning about their cultures, and they taught me how to live life a little. They bring me to hiking and many places in United States. There is many social events in Green River College. Basically every week they have all sorts of different type of events. So I always go to events when I was here in the first quarters, and I'm just mixed with different people and just speak English. There is many events in Green River College that you can go, and it's free. There's no loss in going to this event, and there's also free food. So once you're at the event, just be more open, talk to more people, and try to limit yourself not to speak your own country's language. Speak more in English. So far, the IP office has helped me to settle in when I first came here and taught me about the American culture. They also send emails to us showing the job opportunities in campus and some important information for us to transfer to other university. So you have to check your email every now and then. It's just really important. Just be open and talk to them. Just try to limit yourself not to speak Mandarin or other language or country's language, because if you speak your own country language, they'll feel that you are not open enough, and then you don't want to make friends with them, so they wouldn't approach you. The library mostly. They have all sorts of resources that I need, especially when I'm doing research for my research paper and I need outside sources. So the library has all sorts of books, and then there is online journals and articles you can use from. And there are also some books that can help you to improve your English, especially TOEFL, SAT books that you can borrow from the library.
I'm Ana Paula. I'm from Uruguay, South America, and I am majoring in business here at Green River College. I got here to Green River College in the winter quarter of 2016, and I started staying in CCA, which is Campus Corner Apartments, and I've been staying there ever since, but this quarter, summer, I took it off, so I had to find a place to live, and I started living in a home share with my friends. I think both experiences are good. It's just different. Campus Corner Apartments can feel really impersonal, when like you want your own space that feels like home, but it also depends on you and the way you make it feel at home. And living with your friends, it's always better, but it's also hard to find people that you can live with.
What did you do to improve your English skills when you first arrived here?
So when I just got here, I started taking I don't.
I might pause you while we're at the beginning, just
Okay.
so that the airplane doesn't cover up your answer.
Yeah.
High flying time.
And the International Programs Office has helped me put together an ed plan so you can have goals and not just be lost while you're taking classes. It helps you set up a strategy to make it where you want to go. And if you're not sure about it, then they will help you decide how, like where and how to transfer. It is really helpful, even with personal problems like where to live, where do you feel more comfortable at. And right now, I'm even working at the IB office, so it also like has opportunities for student workers, and that's really nice. In my personal experience, I've made friends with Americans by, well, there's always one class or one subject that you really like and that you feel comfortable and confident to speak in class at. So in those classes, when they're high levels, there's like a lot of Americans and domestic students, and when you talk in class and you participate and you make questions, they will always have another opinion or probably agree with you, and then it will turn out to like keep talking after class, and that's how you become friends with Americans. Well, there are many resources in Green River, those that help you with your studies, like the Math Learning Center, Writing Center, the library, and then there's also those types of resources that help you with your social life, like events or like events that take you on trips and make you know the area. There's also one that's called Safety Ride that they can drive you from the school to 2 miles, and that's really helpful because you always have like, well, without having the need for paying too much for it, the school always helps you to as much as they can.